name is Matthew Valbuena, and I'm an engineer with Mazda USA, and I'm responsible for the in-vehicle technology and the human-machine interface that interacts with all of the technology.
For the CX90, it takes a whole new approach to driver customization that I thought was novel and unique, and I was wondering if you could share with my listeners and my viewers a little bit about how that works and why it's different.
Sure. So Mazda on the CX90 is introducing the driver personalization system. The system utilizes a driver-facing camera and helps the driver find the ideal driving position. So when you first get started and you create or you want to add a new driver, the first thing the system has you do is input your height. So I'm 5'11", so I'll crank the knob, select 5'11", and the system will ask me to look forward out the windshield. Then it'll actually start to move the seat, the steering wheel, and the outer mirrors into the recommended ideal driving position. From there, I can then adjust it to taste. So maybe I want a little bit more recline, or maybe I want a little bit more height. So I can adjust the settings as I want them, and then I can save it. And as part of that process, when I save that setting, the system will have me look at the left and right outer mirrors. So as I tilt my head, it's capturing that facial information, and it creates a driver profile linked to my appearance.
And that's the point I wanted to make. The days of pressing buttons to set the seat and adjust the radio manually each and every time, particularly in a family situation or you have a spouse or the vehicle is used by others, is gone. The vehicle actually knows you, sees you, and when you get in the driver's seat, adjusts with all your preferences.
Exactly.
In addition to the seat preferences and the mirror preferences, how many other preferences can you dial into that?
There's several hundred settings that you can adjust and that are associated with your driver profile. So as you were talking about sharing the car with your family, my wife is a huge podcast listener. So when she listens to podcasts, her bass and treble settings are at 0. She wants a flat musical response. And her HVAC settings, she likes it cold, so she sets it to 64, but she manually adjusts the fan speed. I am a huge 90s hip-hop and rock enthusiast, so I like my bass and treble elevated. I like that dynamic listening experience, but when it comes to HVAC, I like it set to 68 and auto. I just want to set it and forget it. With driver personalization profiles, when my wife gets in the car, it's exactly the way she wants it. When I get in the car, it's exactly the way I want it. The easiest way I can explain it to those that aren't familiar with the idea is if you've ever had your house cleaned while you were away, and when you come back, you usually have to reorganize things. You move things exactly the way you want them. Maybe you have to try to find where they hid something. With the driver personalization system in the Mazda CX-90, you don't have to do that. Every time you get in the car, it recognizes who's behind the wheel and puts it back exactly the way you like it.
And I think that is the coolest thing of many different cool things with this all-new vehicle that I heard. But when you made that presentation, I thought, wow, I'm going to ask about that because I saw that and I thought that was phenomenal. Is this a feature that people can expect in future Mazda products, or is this unique to the XC90?
For the time being, it is unique to the CX-90. It's available on the Turbo S trims, and we'll see where it goes from here. But we wanted to really introduce this with our flagship 3-row SUV.
Indeed. And it's way cool, amidst other things. Thank you so much.